Ladies, gentlemen, and non-binary pals of the world, or anyone who cares to watch this video. As of posting this video, I have officially been in Taiwan for 4 years. Woo! Wow, Taiwan #1, baby. Yeah. That was such an awkward, anyways, I'm just gonna, okay. Yes, I have been in Taiwan officially for 4 years. Wow, yes, cheers, pat on the back. Good job, Andre, amazing. It's kind of crazy to think about. I've been in Taiwan the same amount of years as I did university. But I feel like my time in university went by so much slower, and the past 4 years in Taiwan have like, there's like zoomed by, like went over my head. Like honestly, it doesn't even feel that long. Anyways, in honor of being in Taiwan for 4 years and the beginning of my 5th year, I decided to do another Q&A, but this time specifically about my time in Taiwan. So I went on Instagram and I asked you guys to ask me questions, and I picked a few that I like, and so hopefully I picked yours, and if I didn't, I'm so sorry. Without further ado, let us get started. The first question is from fatty_pig_17. 在台湾最喜欢去的地方，推荐去的地方，很难选一个，因为我觉得有很多。但是我现在想那个九份，就是在台湾北部的地方，虽然很小，但还是有很多可以做的，有海，有山，有吃的，有好玩的。你可以爬山，其实对我来说，爬山是一个好玩的活动，所以我很喜欢去九份，然后我也很喜欢花莲，真的超美，有山有海，也是有吃的。我知道，就是对 city people 来说，花莲有一点无聊，但是因为我是一个很喜欢大自然的人，所以我觉得花莲真的是一个不错的地方。我推荐去九份，然后花莲。下一个问题，Mimphia said 3 favorite things about living in Taipei. I really like how convenient Taipei is. I can literally order things online and have it sent to like the 7-Eleven right across the street, and public transport is literally everywhere, so it's super easy to get around. I do like how international it is. Taipei offers a lot of diversity in terms of like culture and food, language, etc. I guess for the third one, I like the nightlife. I actually grew up in pretty much like small towns my whole entire life, and so I never really had the opportunity to go like clubbing and bars and stuff, and so I really do appreciate how much nightlife there is. Oh, and also how safe it is. Now, obviously as a cis man, it's just safer for me in general, but I have also spoken with a lot of my girlfriends who have noted that they feel safe at night. Obviously, they can't speak for every woman out there, but for the most part, Taipei, even at night, is quite safe. Okay, next question from Lee_Miss_12. 接下来还是会继续留在台湾吗？目前我没有回美国去的计划，但是我第5年可能是我在台湾最后1年。我现在就是等待获得我的永久居留证。但是活的之后，我还是不确定，我还是会留在台湾。如果我是有一个很棒的需要留在台湾的原因的话，那我就会留在。下一个问题 Rojian said, aren't you afraid of starting a conversation since you're a foreigner in Taiwan? I think in the beginning, I obviously was a lot more afraid of starting conversations because I couldn't speak Chinese that well, couldn't understand it, and obviously the culture is new to me, and so trying to find like common ground was maybe a little difficult at first. But I think after spending a lot of time here, spending time to learn the language and making friends with Taiwanese people, I have found it a little less intimidating. The next question is from Sepperingberdois_. Advice for foreigners to look for a friend in Taipei. Actually, I made a whole entire video about it. You can watch it right here if you click on the link. But if I were to simplify it in this video, I would say it goes with just trying to find the confidence to put yourself out there. It starts actually from meeting just one person and meeting other people through that one person. And so if you could actually just even make one local friend or even just one foreign friend, then from there it just kind of unfolds. Okay, so the next question from Super Jun Rep isn't really related to my time in Taiwan per se, but I thought it was a really good question, so I did kind of want to slip it in there. They said, what do you want to be remembered for? Well, I do not want to be remembered for my TikTok. LOL. I would hope that in my lifetime, I am remembered for my kindness and maybe my ability to make people laugh or smile. But if I don't make you laugh or smile, then I guess you could remember me. I don't know, however you want to remember me. And the next question comes from Chloe_LK, and I thought this was a really good question. I'm gonna try my best to answer it. They said, how was it transitioning into living in a foreign country being Filipino? Everyone obviously has their own unique experience as a foreigner living in a different country. But for me specifically, I think it's a little different than just being Filipino because I am Filipino American, Filipino born and raised in the States. On the outside, I have a Southeast Asian face, but on the inside, I feel quite disconnected sometimes from being Filipino, being that I unfortunately don't know the language and I grew up in the States. Now, obviously in the States, I grew up feeling like super Filipino, you know, grew up with Filipino food, hearing the language in my house at least. But being in Taiwan, whenever I meet Filipinos from the Philippines, I can just feel some sort of like disconnect with my heritage. And when I meet Taiwanese people telling them that I am Filipino American, I find it sometimes a little difficult to explain. There are still some people here who I've encountered who have questioned my identity of like, how could you be American but you look like this? As I've been here, I've learned to see it as opportunities to inform people and talk about my story and let people know that America's not just what you see in movies. Where I'm from, there's hella brown people. We all look very different, but at the end of the day, we're all still American. There's not just, you know, white people. The next question from Lydia20060904， 她说来到台湾有什么令你讨厌的吗？呀，台湾的天气啊，我真的受不了，台北太潮湿，但是这个是没办法改变的，所以 ，yeah。下一个问题是 from Iris1183， 在台湾工作有存到钱吗？会不会觉得很难存钱？我自己是一个喜欢花钱的人，所以在台湾、在美国，对我来说哪里都很难存钱。这个是我一定要改变的。And the last question by Penny Baby LOL， 他说这些年最大的收获是什么？我觉得这个是很好的问题，我觉得也是很难回答的问题。对不起，我要说英文，因为我觉得说中文回答这个问题是更难。I, in general, have just become a lot more comfortable with who I am. There are a lot of things that I am unlearning, relearning, figuring out, and so in terms of understanding more of my identity, I think Taiwan has done a lot in helping me, again, just become a lot more comfortable and open to who I really am. So yeah, thank you Taiwan for being that thing that I needed to really become more of who I am. Okay, well, that's all for the Q&A. Thank you guys for your questions. I hope I answered your questions correctly. I mean, they were mostly like opinion questions anyways, so there can't really be right or wrong answers, right? I mean, that's what I always tell my students. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys can go ahead and also go to my Instagram and like these wonderful pictures that my friend Chris took. We went to Joe Fun to take these really awesome pictures. Here are some really awkward behind the scenes. You want me to sit or stand? Because I
No, don't stand.
LOL. Anyways, if you guys can go ahead and check out those photos and go ahead and follow my friend Chris. His videos are also like amazing. Otherwise, thanks you guys and Taiwan. 感谢你，我真的感谢你。我觉得这些年在台湾真的是一个很特别的，就是很unique the experience。有的时候我没有耐心，有的时候我觉得我就要马上回美国去，但是我真的想要 take my time， 是因为我真的不知道我未来会不会有这个机会住在台湾，所以 thank you for being patient with me and treating me well. Love you guys. 台湾一起棒，拜。